A fantastic opening game to this series of Team Liquid versus Virtus.pro. Game 2 is going to feature another Draw Ranger, this time in the hands of Virtus.pro, and a last pick blitz that you have a lot of faith in.
Yeah.
You've been talking about this hero a lot. You called it for this draft. You think it's good for this draft, but you also think it's good hero in general right now.
Yeah, I think it's a really good hero right now.
Really?
Above average, I should say.
Why
good for
is that? What's changed about Storm Spirit?
Just the builds. Like the move speed thing for the electric vortex is just really nice.
Yeah.
I think that's actually one of the biggest things. Is now you're not like the worst laning hero in Dota 2 anymore. You actually have things like kill potential because you can put out, what is it? It's like you do 200 damage with 2 right clicks with like level 2 overload, and you can summon an extra one with the electric vortex.
Yeah.
It's pretty massive actually. Because before in the past, if you used the vortex, you lowered your move speed so much that it didn't really matter. Like you couldn't chase after the fact. Whereas like you get like 2 extra hits in with overload potentially.
Right.
Which is pretty massive. So you can put out like 400 damage instantly.
Obviously I'm not a mid player.
Yeah.
I'm not a Storm Spirit player, but I have been seeing a lot of Storm Spirits getting kills pre-level 6 in the laning phase.
Dog, I love
it's
Storm
surprising
right now.
Everybody.
If people thought on Reddit that I was biased towards Liquid, I'm even more biased towards Storm. So don't worry, guys. I'll even it out this game.
Storm Spirit's also really good for this game, right? We've got a hero that gets on top of Pugna, gets on top of Arc Warden, which is really important.
When he gets BKB this game, it should just be done. Like, he can't really die. Really, really sick Storm BKB game. He's fine against Arc Warden. He pushes out the wave well. He has high armor, so you can trade hits. You can actually pressure the hero. Oh, I love it.
You've also told me that attack speed is really important on Storm Spirit. Can
yes, sir.
You explain why?
Just the amount of overload hits that you can cycle through. Because no one is, in fact, going to tank that so that he can get his salve. You know, the last time I saw no one play against Liquid...
Nice. Block in. That's going to be enough for them to be able to get an extra hit.
I thought you were going to say...
Arc Warden.
It sounded like you were going to set up, he's like, he's going to get the kill.
No. I know enough about Storm Spirit to know that hero has massive armor, and he's not going to go down that easily.
The last time I saw this particular matchup, like, no one Storm against Liquid, it was in a similar situation. It was at the Dream League Major last year, the one in December. He played against a lineup that had no stuns on the side of Liquid. And it was mind control when he was on that, like, I only play Nature's Prophet phase.
Yeah.
And I remember we were backstage, and a lot of the pros were like, oh, it's a free game for Storm. And they ended up losing, actually. They got crushed in, like, 28 minutes or something, if you guys want to find that game. It was, like, pretty thorough. I think they went, like, mech Nature's Prophet, and they just bullied the Storm. Because there's 2 ways to deal with this hero. It's either, and if you're having trouble in your pubs dealing with it, it's either like you get a ton of heals and just like push before he gets online, or you get a lot of stuns. It's like one or the other.
So this game we're gonna have to focus on
GH will determine
up as much as possible.
Yeah.
And
once he gets Bloodstone, it's gonna be really hard to burst him. So the majority of this game comes down to GH, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like it'll be the GH versus no one matchup. It won't really be like how much this Arc Warden gets. It's how annoying can GH be. And no one in these team fights.
That's why GH is being shameless about what he's doing right now, right? He's not trying to hide it. He's saying, no one, you're not going to get CS. You're not really going to approach. I'm not really trying to gank you. I'm not trying to kill you here. I'm just trying to make your lane miserable.
Are you having a bad time? Good.
Of course, there is 9 other heroes in this game, so let's talk about some of our side lanes here. Mind Control playing the Pugna up against the Draw Ranger Winter Wyvern. And then we've got an aggro lane at bottom in the Rubik Brewmaster, which is a very dangerous duo. The telekinesis into clap and all that physical damage. But again, against Kuro's Nature's Prophet, who, even though they lost, had a great performance in Game 1. And then that safe lane Weaver, which the panel was talking about, is kind of a back-and-forth hero against Draw Ranger. A good hero to get on top of Draw Ranger, but the silence is also a little scary.
Yeah, the bugs are great too.
Yeah.
The bugs are fantastic.
Oh, this time around, it's going to be Solo making the rotation over as he gets the telekinesis pull back, and the first blood will go to no one.
Dude, I told you, my boy is so good at setting up for first bloods now.
He really is.
He's just, it just does so much damage. Like, you get 2 right clicks off that are 73 damage each, like, pre-reduction. Then you get 2 hits that are, it's 60 per on overload. That's like, without the reduction, it's almost like, and then you get an extra hit because of the overload slow. It's like 400 something. It's pretty sick, actually. But people don't really realize it, I guess. It's such a different way to play Storm in the lane. Yeah. Because before it was just, oh, well, the Storm's going to farm, but like I'll get absolute free farm. Because Storm players don't really deny you. Like, and they focus on using the overload hits, usually just for pure CS.
Yeah.
So it's like you pick up a CS with a Revenant, and then you pick up a CS with an overload is the way that you normally do it.
I did notice it feels a lot better to play a support in the laning phase with the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, before it was
I feel like
lane.
I can actually go to that lane, whereas before it was... Don't ever go to the Storm's lane.
Yeah, it's just like you're wasting time.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, we're talking too much about my boy. Sorry, I just wanted you guys to know everything that I know about the hero. I just get excited. Solo's going to get run into by GH. They're both kind of just playing around each other at this point.
This is a sick Rubik game, by the way.
Dude, they're going to get 4 bounty runes, aren't they? VP, come on, man.
Oh, man. Liquid has been dominating the bounty rune.
Oh, no.
That's 3.
That's 3. They're going to get 4. Don't worry.
They're going to get 4. Dude,
okay.
what is it about Team Liquid and bounty runes?
Nah, you know what it is? It's like Keen gaming and not getting bounty runes. That's
you
the
think
iconic
BP
combo.
is the same as Keen? They just
Remember,
don't put enough effort?
We saw a move by, like, Keen was, like, allergic to getting bounty runes.
Dude, they really were. It was crazy how they were just dominating teams and getting 0 bounty runes.
You'd see, like, the score at the end. It was like, they have lost in 9,000 gold to bounty runes, but they'd be up, like, 20k. As Solo is going to get gone on a little bit here, and he should go down as the other...
Yeah, that Wraith is going to be able to chase him down. It's
he's
a Solo! Wow! Just turns around, zaps him one. Miracle.
Get level 6 for no one. He's so close. He's so close. He's got
it. He gets it. Jumps, but Miracle, he's already healed up. He had a healing salve in his pocket, and that means no one is going to have to disengage, and Roncher's going to have to fly over the Fissure. I want to say, Blitz, why is this... Just wanted to make sure there's no Brewmaster kill there. Why is the Wyvern a 4 position when it's such a good Rubik game?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you want the Rubik as a 4?
A lot of people don't love Rubik as the 5, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of NA pros, which maybe that's why, but they really hate Rubik 5. Every time I pick it, I get yelled at, but no one's just going to run into Kuro and GH, who... This is what you need to do now for Arc Warden. Like, this is why Storm feels really good against Arc Warden, is like, Arc Warden, the difficulty is getting on top of him. He has a lot of different ways to play at range and just kind of poke you.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Storm's fantastic at just getting on top of you, bursting you, and chasing you down.
Part of the reason this Storm was an instant pickup is they saw the Arc Warden coming, I'm pretty sure. We've seen plenty of Arc Wardens picked against the Drow Ranger strats, and it's a hard counter to Drow Ranger.
It's not a hard counter, though, if you just set up no one to carry you. Like, Ramses was so good in last game. Don't get me wrong, but, like, I think what makes really talented players in Dota is the ones that can step off and not have to be the reason their team wins or loses.
Yeah.
It's, like, the beauty of Dota for me, anyways, it's that it can be somebody else's turn. It can be like, okay, you know, I'll trust you. Like, Drow Ranger, for me, represents the ultimate trust.
Yes.
It's like, guys, I don't have to carry. You can do it.
Yeah.
And silently, you're like, guys, I give you aura. Why are we losing?
Why are my lanes losing right now?
You know, you ping your aura level 4.
Does that mean Crystal Maiden is the ultimate trust as a support as well?
Oh, for sure it is. Oh, look at this.
Jump in, but immediately spawns a second one. The Tempest Double is going to do a lot of damage to no one here and forces him back. In fact, he's out of mana now. And with these extra race, oh, look at that. Unfortunately, one of them hit the range creep instead of no one, but no one's still going to be chased down here with the Sprout. That is a great gank from Liquid. That looks like Miracle just for a moment was in trouble, but
he had raindrops.
All planned along.
Solo.
He had raindrops as well. Solo didn't see that one coming. Pasha is going to come in. It's a really big clap, especially on a Kuro here. He's going to take out eventually, but Tama Man with the double damage. Running through these heroes, he's not going to go for the Winter Wyvern. He's not even going to go for Pasha, who's Pasha is in trouble right now. Miracle is going to be able to chase him down pretty easily. And the back lines, they finally do manage to get the kill. That's on Solo.
And they get the zip out. Oh, Arc Warden barely gets out. Pugna, Mind Control just all in trying to save him there. Nice back and forth.
And despite everything they did to try and shut down this Storm, it is Team Liquid now up 3,000 net worth.
I think that's I think VP is focusing a little bit too much on this mid lane.
Yeah.
And it feels like the Storm, you have to anticipate GH coming in. Like, if I see my Arc Warden player getting dove like that by Storm, it's very easy to just get rid of the Storm by just like one fissure. Because the majority of his damage comes from that burst, like when you initially go in, as they're going to set up around here. Matu being very aggressive around the map. And we talked about how Liquid loves taking that tier 1 mid tower.
Roger, you're not going to make it. Oh,
he
did, barely.
He's good.
And it's that extra level of Arctic Burn.
That's exactly what they're doing is Liquid. They're forming up around this mid tower. They love taking it. As a result, VP is going to push out at least top lane while no one's farming the jungle.
I mean, Matuma it just seems to have the freest game right now.
He does. I mean, he was against Brewmaster.
Talk about a free Storm game. I mean, there is no real good disables. You got Telekinesis, and he's going to steal your Shikuchi eventually. But for now, while the Storm Spirit isn't really a threat and Rubik has no extra stolen spells, this Weaver's just kind of running around, make sure that the mid-tier 1 tower does go down. We're going to have the next round of Bounty Runes coming up. VP, are you going to do something here?
Dude, are they going to get 3'd?
I think they're going to get 3'd, because Rubik's going to take one. No one. Oh, good Fisher. Mind control. Redirection here from no one, but that is going to take out before he can TP away.
Oh, no. They are hounding him right now.
And that is 2,200 gold now for Liquid off of Bounty Runes.
And Solo's going to steal Shikuchi. Tamaman was trying to avoid that situation, but unable to do so. And
mind control.
This is the scary part now. When you take that mid tower, the reason why, like we always pointed out in our cast today, is when Liquid takes that mid tower, they take that top tower simultaneously, and this is how they open up Miracle's farm. So if you're watching this game, like this is the pattern: is Matuma, everybody comes in, takes that tier 1 mid tower for Miracle, and this is why Miracle always like looks really good when he plays mid, is because his team generally devotes a lot more space for his game than they do, for example, for Matuma. So
right.
they filter in all the heroes. They take his mid tower. Somebody takes the top tier 1, and suddenly he just gets like free lanes. He gets all of this to farm. This all becomes Miracle Land, and they're trying to punish that. As Solo might just get a really nice catch here. Just walking around.
Solo caught Shikuchi, and the long jump in from the Storm Sphere does a lot of damage.
He's out of mana.
Every bit of mana, and they still have not blown up Miracle yet. They're trying, but now he's ducked away into the trees. Ramsey's going to spot him with the help of Solo.
Nice, Ramsey.
No one trying to run away. The Rays are not going to latch onto him. They're going to latch onto Solo here, at least one of them will. The Silence push back there onto the Earthshaker. Meanwhile, bottom lane still having this fight over this offlane tower. Finally, it does go down, denied by Roger. Pasha pops that extra bit of movement speed for now. Still going to be chased by Matuma, and there's going to be no recompense, it seems, as there is going to be that extra save, but unfortunately the magic damage out of the Shikuchi is going to be good enough. Kuro actually teleports away as well.
Very nice move by VP in that top lane to get that kill. I like that no one is just kind of just going for it. You know, he did pull out his entire mana pool, but he has to make stuff happen around the map, and you have to pressure Miracle for his greed when he plays around that top area.
Yeah.
So he goes all in for it. Solo is just a bloodhound. It's finding him with Shikuchi. Like you said, very good to play Rubik against Weaver at this phase of the game. And you're seeing that no one is just playing this like very mid-game heavy, I'm going to run at you, let's fight style, which I do love about Storm nowadays.
Maybe Solo's just playing a 4 position this game.
I think he is.
It kind of seems like.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the farm distribution. I think it's just Roger's the Wyvern player, Solo's the Rubik here. But the actual farm, I think, matters a lot more on the Rubik, because he's your catch this game for the Arc.
Yeah.
Like, he needs items. Whereas, like, you know, Wyvern's got defensive abilities. It's top lane. They're setting up for Matuma Solo.
Did they get the telekinesis? Do they have any vision? Nothing.
Okay.
That was pretty optimistic of VP, thinking they can make a play like that.
Yeah, I'm
without
surprised.
having any detection. I mean, it's even better if you do have the detection and you pop Shikuchi, because then you get the telekinesis mid Shikuchi, you toss him backwards.
They get the silence.
Most of his time of Shikuchi is pretty much run out at that point. Then you follow up with the silence. It's like, I don't know, VP. Got to get with the game here. Pasha just forced to TP out, and you do not want to see you.
He's dead?
Even worse, he dies.
I'm I did not think he was going to die.
I didn't think so either until that last little Wraith spooked him.
Pasha did not think he was going to die either.
Gave him the heebie-jeebies.
Okay. So now, I mean, we're up to like the sneakiest casual 5K gold lead.
Yeah.
And
silence. But there is not enough damage on either side to do anything about this. But Matumba Man's going to have a really fast Maelstrom. And that is scary for a Weaver, because then Weaver actually has a better farming mechanism and starts clearing through creep waves pretty quickly. He gets a fast BKB as a result.
I think VP really needs to take bottom. Because if no one doesn't have a tier 1 tower there, then Kuro dies.
Yeah.
But because the tier 1 tower is still alive at bottom, it makes it really hard for Storm to play this game, I think. Because you don't feel comfortable. You've been conditioned, I think, if you're no one this game, like every time you go on somebody, you just straight up get fissured.
That's why he hasn't like immediately dove Kuro when he shows himself in the tier 1. That is a beautiful silence, but they need to chain stun it to make sure there's no Echo Slam. There certainly isn't. There's plenty of heroes coming in from Liquid here from the side. They're going to go for the back line. Trying to go for Roger first. Cold Embrace is going to buy him a little bit of time. Mind Control just has to sit it out. Shikuchi will be able to finish off that Winter Wyvern.
They've
now
got
no one
numbers.
goes for the back line, though. Pugna, he's already dead after the silence. Ramsey's going to be run down with the help of Miracle. They can't actually fight into him. Pasha, especially since he doesn't have his ultimate here, it is not good for them to fight. No one is just going to go for the TP out, recognizing that he doesn't have a ton of mana to work with right now. Kuro really thinking he can go for solo here, and he may be right since solo does not have a way to be able to eat through the trees, but the Sprout does not last long enough, as it is only level 1.
So they do lose the Pugna, but it is a trade-off for the Dro.
Don't mind if I do.
I mean, that's got to be worth for Liquid, right? They kept their tier 1 alive. You said VP needed that tower. They made a concerted effort to take control that part of the map, and it just didn't work for them.
No, I agree. They really need the tier 1 tower. As Roger
in trouble, he tries to go for the winner's curse.
Oh, he missed He missed uphill.
And he's going to commit for this one. He's just going to run into all of VP. This is a beautiful kill. An uphill miss turns into Matumba Man's death. That is the stuff that Tilt is made of right there.
And he went back in for it after the fact. Very well done, though, VP. They instantly came in for their friend. They believed in him.
Yeah.
That was one of those things where, like, I hope.
Yeah.
Matumba Man, he did the walk-off home run. He thought he had it.
Oh, you know what? Another great thing?
What?
Solo. You know, Solo loves his ward game, and he loves getting really deep wards in.
Oh, the Shikuchi.
I mean, that's super easy when you've got a stolen Shikuchi for Rubik.
And they need to be up right now against this Arc Warden.
Oh, look at this bottom lane. They're going to go for the Brewmaster. They know he does not have his ultimate yet, and they just burst him down so quickly. This Pugna is so effective against this Brewmaster.
I guess if you're VP, like, you're going to be in this like weird holding pattern now because you're most likely going to lose a lot of your outer towers.
Yeah.
It's hard for them to just straight up take towers at 17 minutes into the game. That's why we often see the mirror happen. Like when Radiant takes Dire top tier 1, it's usually Dire then takes Radiant bottom tier 1. And if you don't make that move, as the game goes on, it becomes progressively more difficult to make that trade because most teams will be in position, they'll be ready for the fight.
They recognize that we have a lead. We're always going to take a team fight.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, for Liquid, it's really easy to just filter heroes in, but maybe if they can get this kill.
Oh! The little zap over hits some of the VP members, and Miracle gets himself in a defensive position, pops the bubble. He's going to finish off the support at first. Solo had his own Tempest double that he popped, but it didn't really do much. And Pasha, just in an attempt to get out of here, is going to pop the Brewmaster. He's going to pop that Primal Split, but he can't even get that far away between the Fissure block and now the Sprout block as well. The Earth Panda is not making it out of here fast enough. He's going to turn into the real Brewmaster soon, instantly hit by his Shikuchi. And now, question is, how far does Liquid really want to dive for this one? Because Matumba Man's really thinking about it right
Pretty far. Oh, barely doesn't get that.
The Winter Wyvern is on the side here. They've got to be careful of the big winner's curse.
Yeah, they're thinking about it, but 78 HP on the Brew. He doesn't have ulti. And they have good ward vision. They're just not getting on top of Miracle with the initial zip, so it becomes really hard to follow up. And The fissure.
Casually just put some damage onto Ramses. The commitment, now the silence onto the Weaver in
Come on, man,
trouble,
gone.
and he gets run over by no one. The back line is still not super healthy. They do manage to get the Winter's Curse onto Jerks to make sure that GH is not able to get that big Echo Slam in.
It's mind control. He's quite low too. Solo.
He's not making it out here. He's going to try and life drain to finish off Solo, but the burst of damage. Too much. Liquid, they had pretty good control of this game. They felt like they could take any team fight they want, but that one was sloppy.
Yeah, that was great by VP2. They were incredibly patient. They played around the Echo Slam. They did not allow the Earthshaker to just get the straight up walk in.
Yeah.
I mean, when VP's on top of their game, like the way that they spread in fights is so beautiful.
How did he get to the back line? He doesn't have Blink Dagger, right?
Who, the Dro?
No, the Earthshaker.
The Earthshaker? I think he just straight up walked in.
He just
just
I was like, all of a
followed
sudden I see a Winner's Curse, and he's like near the tier 3, and I'm
Here's
like,
what
how
happened.
the hell did he get there?
Matama Man Shikuchi's in. He
Yeah.
all-ins. So then he clears the path.
Yeah.
So then GH is walking in, slow as can be. He's got a windlace. He's thinking to himself, this is the freest Echo Slam I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to get it off. But VP with the split, they get the Winner's Curse, they reset things. It was just well done by them.
I was so confused. I was like,
Oh yeah, he just straight up walked in, and VP walked out.
well, apparently Liquid are not one to slow down even after a loss here. They are going to go into the Roshan pit. No Primal Split, but it is trying to take a Roshan against a Winter Wyvern. That's always the scary thing, and that's why this pickoff would be so big. A Winter's Curse does go down, but look at that. Miracle
The bubble.
saving Matumba Man from himself with the bubble.
And now is the question, do you decide to take this fight? I mean,
How
no
do
one's
you?
not even close.
Yeah, there's no way.
And
They have the Primal Split up too, but
I feel so bad for Solo right now.
what?
Because I think that there's a decent chance he loses this game, but he's playing so well. But we'll see what happens. I mean, the goal lead is not that bad. They took a lot of advantage at that time. That's
Yeah.
the best thing that VP did. It was they recognize sometimes teams get really caught up in just like having 2 or 3 heroes like lurk around the area, but there's no actual play to be made. As
Ooh, that was a close one.
yeah, that would have been a kill.
This is
They're gonna go for it now.
this is a very important timing. No one needs to be able to get out of here, and he's safe.
Nice. Very well.
This Orchid, I mean, it destroys everyone on the side of Liquid.
Oh yeah, this is a great Orchid pickup. But it does mean that the initial fight, or the initial jump for the Storm is really, really important. Because you don't have the mana pool or the regen to support the way out.
Yeah.
This is one of those, like, I'm going in, I hope we win the team fight. There's no real way out for me, so we need to win the team fight once I get the Orchid. Like, once you pick somebody off, like, that has to be the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Everyone else has to get filtered out.
And they can feel relatively confident about it because they've got such good teamfight heroes in the Brewmaster with the Primal Split and the Winter's Curse from the Wyvern as well.
I think this is still a very, very good Storm game. Like, I think once he gets BKB, plus like Bloodstone, he's going to win this game for his team.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But at the same time,
Yeah, it's surviving against.
It's
I
like-
think this Arc Warden's it's like the X factor because he's so farmed.
yeah. Arc Warden's going to get BKBs and he's going to get Scythe of Ices at some
Yeah,
point.
it's
And that-
playing Storm against Hexes are so annoying, and it's
Roger.
even more annoying against Cores. But that's why the BKB Storm. That's the timing, Austin.
That's where. So you think VP, and I've heard something about this. Is Storm Spirit still a late game hero? Is he a mid game hero? Like, what's his real timing now, Blitz?
I think with the Dro Ranger, you're a late game hero. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's still owning. He's 5-2 and 5. No one's a 6 Storm Spirit. He's gonna get that Dream League game back. You'll see.
Pasha has been gone on so many times, and GH is going to show off his Blink Dagger here to try and get the kill on this Brewmaster. Pasha has been not having a whole lot of love here. They just keep on identifying him as the biggest teamfight hero.
Top. Solo.
Solo in trouble, needs a good steal here, but all he gets is Enchant Totem. Matumba Man was not going to give him Shikuchi. That's the way you counter Weaver, or Rubik as a Weaver. You
Look
just
at the
roll
zip
in
from no one.
and throw out bugs. Immediately, there is a bit of a save there, Life Drain onto Miracle to make sure that no one is going to have a hard time. And that's another thing, right? Decrepify, Life Drain, you don't go on this Pugna, he does have some soft save mechanisms for whatever hero the Storm tries to jump.
Yeah, they use the buyback on solo too. They medium committed for this. Ramses is very strong, by the way. He's got BKB, almost level 18. He's just been farming along.
Medium committed, so not hard committed, not soft committed.
Oh, like
Right in the middle.
he was sort of there. So the level 18 is picked up by Ramses.
Okay, there, Goldilocks.
Ah, just right.
This Arc Warden's getting out of control. This is like the super scary point where the Arc Warden has kill potential against your supports and has the double farming items of both bots, Maelstrom, and then that Midas.
Yeah, I got a crazy feeling we're going to game 3 though.
Think so?
Or no. I actually think that VP's going to win this. I take that back. I think VP's going to win.
Rubik looking for a steal, looking for a telekinesis tossback, but it doesn't make a difference. Oh, what a silence. The Weaver's in trouble. The silence is going to wear off eventually, but the Orchid, they'll chain silences pretty easily. This Weaver, he was once the most dominant force in the game. At 10 minutes, there was no answers to him, but now...
Get on top of Miracle.
Oh, Miracle. Nice, Winner's Curse. That's going to be able to buy Ramsey some time to retreat. They also have the Shrine open, but Man, he bought back for this, but now he's silenced. Oh, no, this is a dieback.
They got him.
They get him. Miracle couldn't save him with the bubble, and now Roger has a bug on top of him. He can't get out of vision of this Arc Warden. Pasha's going to throw up Kuro on the side here. He's going to go for the easy support kill. He'll have it.
Yo,
but it is still...
Look at Miracle. He's going to die for
Team
this.
Liquid. Oh, Miracle. That is just the Aegis.
He's so far away.
There's nobody nearby.
Oh, they outplayed
Miracle.
him. They outplayed him so good, Cap.
What?
You see what no one did? He hid all the way over here. He's like, I will not show myself until GH shows himself. I'm not getting echoed next to this Arc Warden with Aegis. You can forget about that. So he waits and waits and waits. And finally, Miracle's thinking to himself, oh, I've got a one-on-one against Ramses. Like, this is a free kill. Like, fantastic. And then he pops out on him. And he had BKB the entire time. This man held his 10-second BKB for an entire team fight. And that decision somehow was the correct one. And the long zip in towards bottom.
Yeah, but now he's out of mana.
He's out of mana, no.
He's out of mana.
No one.
Echoed. Okay, he's going to have
No, he's
one
good.
little bit
He's
of
on the other
play.
side of the
And
fissure.
he kills the Furion, and GH has no way around that fissure. Hiding in the trees, Enchant Totem Aftershock stun. Ramses, just juke him around. Go around the trees. Ring around the Rosie. Ramses, he pops his BKB because he sees a Pugna and he knows he's got to get out of here.
And now the 10-second BKB is committed. It's off cooldown for this one. Oh, I'm so hyped. That was so sick by no one. I love good Storm play.
Yo, I'm sorry, but what was Miracle doing all the way out there?
No one waited literally the entire team fight for that moment. The entire team fight. It was not the best play by Miracle. That was granted. But he waited
I
the
look at
entire
Miracle and I'm
team
like,
fight.
oh, he's got to have some team behind him. Look, half a map away.
He waited the entire team fight for that. And Matama, man, the buyback.
I mean,
Oh, that slows down his
Miracle
timing
saw that
so hard.
dieback, and he saw that area, and he was like, oh, that's a cool way to die.
Mid.
Silenced up, trying to protect his tier 1 tower, but that's the real Arc Warden here, but they don't have the vision. And now, with a Pugna on the side here as well, Pasha having already popped his Primal Split, he needs something out of this ultimate. He's going to go for the opposing offlaner here in Mind Control. GH doesn't really have a whole lot of mana, protects Mind Control, but he does have a Glimmer Cape, and the lack of vision is killing VP right here. The bugs placed on some of these heroes, the Winter's Curse, the Aeon Disc is going to be able to protect the Pugna, but eventually it's going to wear out. Now the double silence, 3-man silence actually hits the Weaver as well, and that's where no one is headed to. He wipes through 2. GH jumps in to make sure that the Weaver will survive. Ramses is just getting on top of Miracle right now.
They got him.
He says, I can get close range with a Drow Ranger. Brings him down. Take the Tempest double out of the equation as well. That is 70 seconds down for the Arc Warden.
at Solo.
But Solo, he's got a telekinesis onto GH. No one jumps on top of him with the bugs out. Matuma, he's out of here. He leaves. He knows that Virtus.pro have won that fight handedly.
Free Storm game. I told you. I wasn't sure, but at the end I did say, I think it's a 2-0. I switched my mind at the correct time.
Well, that's be a good time for Liquid to make a comeback then.
I thought Liquid was... So originally when I was like, oh, I think Liquid's going to win this, it's because the Arc Warden was so massive.
Yeah.
But since then it's been all VP. I know I meme about Storm a lot, but he is playing this game very well.
Okay, so the matchup of Arc Warden versus Storm.
Yes.
Do you think
Oh,
that, I'm jumping, silence, and that is another.
They're right in front of the base, too, with the Dro.
The pickoff like this on top of a tier 3 with a Dro Ranger
Oh, you're getting
lineup
2-0'd.
with all ranged heroes.
Middle tower has fallen.
They just beat through the tier 3. The melee Rax is going to fall, and there is nothing Team Liquid can do.
That is an early Rax taken, too.
That is going to feel so bad.
You know what's going to feel even worse? If Liquid lost with the Dro strat and they lose against it.
Yeah.
That means VP is on top of the world right now. They're like, we figured it out.
Yeah.
We know what to do. We didn't lose against it, but we'll show you how to do it.
And now Liquid are going to have to go into their first 3 bans potentially and banning out Dro Rangers.
Yeah, this is the long con best of 3.
Oof. Is there a way that Arc Warden, do you think like we go late where we see a 6-slotted Arc Warden?
Oh, I think
Do you
6-slotted
think
Arc
that
Warden's
point-
great against Storm. Like,
He beat
when you're
Storm.
absolute 6.
Yeah.
When you have, like, Shadowblade Hex or Blink Hex or something like that, then you can pressure, because even if Storm gets, like, Orchid or BKB, like, you have ways to kill him.
Yeah.
But I told you this game, too, like, once Storm gets BKB, the game's over. It's like they have nothing to deal with it. What?
I mean, Pasha just picked up a Blink Dagger.
Ah, I see.
I mean, I'm laughing at that because it's 30 minutes in. We could see 7.5 minutes slower than the average.
Don't
Pasha's
matter.
not had a great game, but they're winning, so what does it matter?
You know that, you ever see that photo of, like, Klay Thompson, like, laying on the bench and he's, like, played, like, 10 minutes, but the Warriors win a championship?
Yeah.
That's the, you know, you showed up.
That's Pasha's game right now.
You showed up.
I mean, that was his Phoenix, too.
Oh. The longs hit through.
Whoa! Did he? All right.
Not sure what... I did it.
Yeah.
Just checking out Roshan.
Not sure what he was jumping to, but he certainly jumped from something. They had vision
Oh.
inside the pit.
But Tumbaman's got BKB, and that's why he's not going to hard commit for this.
And
he's gonna back up.
It's also solar crested, which that's a problem for Storm, right? You don't like evasion, right?
Oh, no, you hate evasion because you don't want to build MKB, and Bloodthorn is like lower on your priority list. You'll eventually be okay with dealing with it, but once whoever gets an evasion item has a BKB too, it sort of becomes a problem.
Thanks.
No multiple Bloodstone build here. But he did actually end up getting... so, Fogg will talk about this, but he ended up getting the 0.5 second Electric Vortex talent, and he ended up getting the 400 health. And I think the 400 health is so that he can never get bursted down by the Echo.
By the Earthshaker.
Yeah, but I kind of want to hear Fogg's thoughts on, eventually, on the 0.5 second Electric Vortex. I understand one of the talents, but not the other.
I think it's just, I mean, control
Extra
versus
control.
Weaver.
Yeah, that would
Gotta
make
be
sense.
good, right?
Same with the Arc Warden, I guess.
Yeah.
Conversely, everybody on Liquid needs to pick up...
Wait, go back. Let me see them items again. What is happening here? Why does he have a Crystallis?
What?
Why does Solo have a Crystallis? And okay, he's going to steal the bugs away from the Weaver. They actually control him long enough. He
That's
gets the
why he
bug
has a
turned around.
Crystallis.
Now, the Aeon is on my control as well. He's silenced up. No one's just rolling through hero after hero right now. They're going to go for the back line with Pasha, controlling up the Arc Warden.
got
They
him.
found the real Arc Warden too. That's Miracle Dead as well for 80 seconds. That is full control of the Roshan pit. That is full map control as well for
Watch this
Virtus.pro.
man.
They're
Watch
not going
this
to be able
man.
to get cheated.
He's going to walk into Roshan with his Dro aura. Look at him go. Look at him go.
What is this?
365 crits.
I mean,
All day, Cap.
this Enchant Totem steal looks amazing now.
All year round.
Every single time he steals it, it looks dope.
All year round. 365 this man hits for.
Did somebody on Liquid drop their Crystallis and he picked it up? Like, that's actually his Crystallis,
That's
right?
He crit for 365. Look at this guy. He just took a tier 1 tower in front of you as a core.
I mean, he's definitely got the 60 damage talent, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's got to be the way.
Cap doesn't have a mouse, guys, so he can't see this stuff.
What's his level 15 talent? What did he get?
He took the
Cast
cast
range.
range. Dude,
I'm trying to think if there's any other, like, right-click Rubik talents out there, but no.
he
It's
is going
just-
to get... Nah, he's going to get a Bloodthorn, and it's going to be unbelievable. They're going to have so many cores. Who can you target? At this point, I'd be
First time
so
this
down.
match? I mean, first time Dota 2 history ever, maybe?
I'm down to see Roger build one, too. Roger, get one. Everyone pick up a crit.
I mean, I'm down for the core Wyvern. You know I'm all about
They're
it.
going for the high ground here as Storm gonna zip in.
Oh, jump in to the side here.
He's gonna get the Nether Ward, which is pretty massive for them. And this Storm with Aegis is so strong. He's almost level 25 already.
Jump in from Pasha on the Tempest double. Not sure if they're just trying to kill the Tempest double here, wipe this out. It is very scary. This Age of Storm Spirit. Liquid are showing, though, it is going to be tough to be able to break through that high ground here. Pasha actually taking so much damage. No one actually zips over to him to make sure he stops taking so much flux damage.
Yeah. Shaker plus Arc Warden is always going to be a tall feat to try to go high ground into, especially with the Pugna Ward laid out. It's never going to feel too good as...
like, the bubble is going to make you want to run up into the high ground and get inside the bubble, and then Earthshaker is like, well, sick.
Yo, the Drow Ranger now has a... He's got an E-Blade himself.
Okay. Boots of Travel for Pasha.
I know people don't like it, but like it's a ton of agi that you get for the E-Blade. Plus, it's a lot of damage. It gives you like a different element of damage too. You could burst.
There's a lot of right-click damage from the Weaver and Arc Warden as well, so it serves as a save mechanism.
They need a Hex desperately on Miracle so badly. Yo, bring up the Bounty Rune stats. I have to imagine Liquid's still winning.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, sorry. Liquid's winning
Liquid's
by a lot.
dominating that one.
It's not even close.
I would just buy out the Hex and not save for buyback if I was Miracle. And he does exactly that. Because they can't kill Storm otherwise. You can't give Storm this free of a game.
Yeah.
Do you see Solo? Look at this guy queued up a BKB.
Hell yeah.
No cares.
Long jump in with a BKB. That is going to be the Furent, unless Light Drain can actually keep him alive somehow. No one's going to have to further commit for this kill. The Sprout, though, is actually saving Kuro's life. The Tempest, it didn't actually get vision inside. The bubble's going to be able to protect against Ramsey's pushes here.
You look towards the bottom. They were just using that time to try to get the tower out of the way. I think Kuro has buyback anyways, even if he died. But not a bad move.
Oh, the Siege Wagons.
Solo TP'd in. He stole teleport.
Bubble here.
Solo stole teleport. He's got wards behind him.
He's got to the back line. He's ready to go with the Blink Dagger. He'll catch somebody.
Watch this man right click.
That's going to be the first sight.
He's
trying to deal with this Tempest double. As long as they force it out and don't lose anything here, it's good for VP. Now Solo's like, guys.
Okay, he just TP'd out.
He'll go deal with top lane.
I can't believe he stole teleport. I so rarely see that. When he gets his BKB, I'm on Solo watch. JJ, we're not watching anything else. This guy deserves it. I don't care.
So somehow,
win, lose.
Less excited about a Storm Spirit, more excited
Crystallis,
about Rubik.
BKB, Rubik. I'm never seeing that again. None of you guys are seeing that again.
Like the first time this patch, like it is the first time in like 1,000 patches.
Look at Solo. Just walk in, D-ward. Doesn't care. Doesn't even have blink up, and he's doing this. I've got no idea, like, the fearlessness on this man.
He just rolls up. Feels good to be a gangster.
He doesn't even have Shikuchi. Nobody's near him. He D-wards you right in front of your creep wave. You could have just killed him right there. You don't know that. Oh, look at him!
Get him!
Give him the right clicks.
It's a it's 5-on-5 roll. Kuro's trying to TP out.
Look at him. Dude, he at least crit him 3 times. And he's going to get the TP out. Give him all the last hits, no one. You don't need
981 damage done by this Rubik. And that was pretty much all right.
Oh, Solo, run. This was too far.
Long jump in from no one, but that is just a Tempest double. And he can't go for the Earthshaker either. Solo, it is enough time for him to get out, though. And since he has stolen teleport, he can just as easily head back to the base and join his team as they are on the hunt right now. A real miracle is here. Pasha blinks forward, instantly goes for this Primal Split. They do have a Glimmer Cape. Once again, the vision is going to be a problem, but it gets dispelled by the Primal Split. Miracle gets inside the bubble for a moment, but Ramses is not deterred by that whatsoever. And now they might have just caught Mind Control as well, as he's going to be slowed down. The Aeon Disc is going to buy him a little bit of time with a buyback coming out from Miracle.
They are going to retreat here, but GH, nice jump, locking down Pasha here, but can they really commit? Pasha's going to try and speed boost his way out of here, but the Sprout is not going to protect him. Beautiful silence, better winner's curse. That's on the real Miracle.
No one's waiting.
He just bought back too. They can't afford to lose him here. Miracle trying to get away. They pop the Decrepify on him. He's getting out, and somehow Virtus.pro were not able to make the
No one's committing.
No one jumps again. Almost gets him, but he's been signed up, but he gets the kill. GH now locking him down with the extra bit of echo.
He's got cheese.
They need to be able to get this kill, but no one pops at cheese. He gets out, and now no Miracle for 100 seconds. VP closing out this series 2-0. They can feel it right now. It's a 4 versus 4. No hard carry for Liquid. No one's going to jump to the back line. Once again, he sees the Earthshaker. Managed to get him. Earthshaker does have a buyback, though. And the BKB has already been used by no one. He cannot afford to overstep himself here.
Yeah, and they're going to commit for this Rax. The melee Rax should go down. Mind control.
The smoke up, going for Pasha, trying to lay into immediately the silence from Rams. Is going to stop some of those disables. No one going for GH as well. It's going to fully commit. The Ghost Scepter is buying him a little bit of time, but he's still silenced up. The Orchid's not going to be enough to pop him, but Ramses can finish him off now. No one is a little bit low on mana. They have the Decrepify on the Drill Ranger, just trying to slow down his retreat as much as possible. Pasha has a Boots of Travel, so he's going to head back to base, join his team soon. As the next creep wave shows up, and they've just got this top lane of cracks. Now it's only 3 versus 5.
Oh, and they're going to take this.
And they've got Big Daddy Solo joining them now. He wasn't
the right
there
click.
for the last fight. Blinks forward, tries to go for the telekinesis, misses it. But it's up to Liquid to make something happen here. As no one's going to jump for it. There is no Aeon. That's got beautiful winner's curse once again from Roger, and that will solidify it. Liquid will call the GG. It's a Chrysalis BKB solo 4-position Rubik.